Hello and welcome to Tales from Nerd. I am your host, a random nerd / Kevin, and this is my weekly podcast where I talk about the comic books coming out this Wednesday, March 25th. March 25th, yes. This is my weekly podcast where I talk about the books coming out every Wednesday. Now, last week was a bit heavy. This week is a bit more heavier, just by a tiny bit. Again, these are books I am picking up. These are books that I'm interested in. / I just want to know about the character, or my favorite characters in it, or one of my characters that I know is in the book. So yes, or it's a tie-in to an event. I don't know. I like books. I like comics. I've been talking about this for about 50, almost 40 plus episodes. So let's get into it. So yes. Also, before I start the podcast, please let me know what books you liked last week. Also, let me know what you think of the podcast so far. So far that I've changed. But, yeah. I'm also going to tell you, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want. Same, you can just look up a random nerd 2016. It'll probably be the only person there that'll pop up. So, yes. The first book I'm going to be talking about is 2020 Force Works number 2, written by Matthew Rosenberg, art by Juanan Ramirez. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. War Machine, U.S. Agent, Mockingbird, and Quick have joined forces to fight against the robots for human survival as Force Works. But when the team finds themselves infected by Deathlock technology and turned into robots themselves, will that prime directive stand, or will they find themselves turning coat and bringing about humanity's end? Now, about this is a tie-in series to the Iron Man 2020 event that's going on in the Dan Slott book at the moment, which is like a 6-part monthly book. Unfortunately, this is part 2 of a storyline, so if you're not interested in it, it has U.S. Agent, Mockingbird, Quake, and War Machine. Now, if you like those characters, you could pick up this book. You could pick up issue 1 of Force Works number 1 and 2. I will say this is a 3-part miniseries that's a tie-in to the Iron Man 2020 event. So if you're not interested in it, you can skip it. If you like War Machine, or if you like Mockingbird, or if you like U.S. Agent, because his show on Disney Plus is going to be on pretty soon as well. Or you like Quake from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this might be a book for you, but that's all I'm going to give you. Next up, Action Comics number 1021, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Klaus Johnson and John Romita Jr. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Metropolis down. The blockbuster supervillain team-up of the century continues. Leviathan, the Invisible Mafia, the Legion of Doom, all have descended on the city of Metropolis to challenge Superman at his most vulnerable moment. With the truth about the Man of Steel's secret identity out in the open, all the rules of engagement have changed, and no one is safe. Guest starring the Justice League and Young Justice. Now, this is part, I want to say 5 of 8, I want to say. To be honest, this arc, it's stretching out way too long. I think you could tell easily by issue part 2 or 3. It's just like, we're just going to stretch it out a little bit more. I'm not enjoying it. To be honest, this is probably John Romita Jr.'s it's not his best work. You could tell it's rushed. Because John Romita Jr., he's like, you give him a deadline, boom, I could do it. If you tell him to do a monthly book, it's not going to work. And his style really doesn't work with this, in my opinion. A lot of people say that. I agree with it. But if you like Brian Michael Bendis' style, yeah, you can pick it up. But for me, you don't have to pick it up. Also, yeah, it's in the middle of a storyline, so you want to wait for that to end. Yeah, so not a good pickup, unfortunately. Yeah. Next up, The Amazing Spider-Man number 42, written by Nick Spencer, art by Ryan Ottley. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Well, knowing what Boomerang is doing sure didn't help. Spidey and Boomerang are in trouble in a very big way. Yeah, so that's the description of the book. Now, I do want to say this is part 2 of a 3-issue story arc at the moment. We're going to get an interlude, or like a one-off issue story, and then we're going to head to a new storyline. Next issue, after the storyline ends, we're getting a Kindred issue, so I'm happy we're getting Kindred. I want to know more answers about Kindred because at this rate, it's been about almost 2 years and we still don't know much about Kindred. There's a ton of a lot of theories about who Kindred is. I really want to know who Kindred is, so maybe soon. But yeah, this story is pretty fun. I do like this team up of not Captain Boomerang, Boomerang and Spider-Man. They're like, because if you read from the very beginning of Nick Spencer's run, Boomerang and Spidey, well, is human alter. Both human alters are actually roommates, and they're like kind of butt heads, but slowly they've grown to respect each other, both as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So it's very interesting, and Nick Spencer does know how to do comedy, and comedy is done very well. So that's it. Next up, Batman / Superman number 8, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Nick Darrington. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. General Zod is on a mission to resurrect the bottled city of Kandor, and he's ready to obliterate anyone in his path. Deep within the ruins of an ancient temple, Ra's al Ghul's bid to save his Lazarus pit from Kryptonian chaos has brought the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel into a brawl neither expected or was prepared for. What can Batman and Superman possibly do to stop an army of Kandorian zombies? Now, after how last issue left, oh my god, I'm like, the way they left it all, like, that's scary. That's a scary thing. What? But yeah, Joshua Williamson, I like his work. I always liked his work. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this is part 2 of a story arc, so it is ending. This was only a 2-issue story, but you got a lot of story for 2 issues, and it's dealing with the ramifications of what happened in the Man of Steel series. That 5-issue miniseries, or 5 or 6-issue miniseries by Michael Bendis wrote to introduce us to the Superman book that he's writing, and it picks up stuff that was just left off that Brian Michael Bendis forgot. But yeah, interesting. I love it. But next issue would be your picking up point, unless you like the story arc. I do recommend it. It's really good, so you can pick up issue 7 and 8 to know what's going on. Next up, Batman Beyond, number 42, written by Dan Jurgens, and art by Sean Chen and Sean Parsons. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The battle against the Blight rages on. Batwoman will need Batman's help to take down his greatest foe and the man who killed his father. But with Batwoman's identity revealed, it sends shocking waves through Neo Gotham. Everyone will have to get on board with her or face Blight's nuclear destruction. Now, this is kind of continuing on what's going on with the... What happened is Terry forgot his memory and he wasn't Batman, and someone took up the mantle of Batman and it became Batwoman Beyond. And it's cool because we thought it was Barbara Gordon. We thought it was Terry's girlfriend at the time, who was a supervillain, who has access to the Batcave. But no, it is someone related to the Bat family, and I won't spoil who, but I kind of saw it coming. But at the same time, like, yeah, it's really cool. So far, this series has been really good. This Batwoman Beyond stuff has been really good. I will say this: I hope Terry comes back. I do love Terry, and I grew up on this cartoon. I think if you saw like my early podcast, you see the Batman Beyond action figure on the wall. But yeah, I really don't know where to tell where the storyline is, because it's not telling you like it's a complete like part 1, part 2, part 3. It's just like one off, but it all connects to one story. But unfortunately, I don't know where this is picking up at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see when like that whole Blight story arc ends, because it's still continuing on. But yeah, next up, Batman: Curse of the White Knight, number 8, written by Sean Murphy, art by Sean Murphy. The price is $4.99, and this is a description of the book. Witness the battle of the two bats in the conclusion to the second installment of the White Knight saga. After learning the truth about his name and fortune, Bruce Wayne has made a shocking public announcement in pursuit of redemption. But before he can secure Gotham's future and prosperity once and for all, he must protect the city in one last brutal showdown with Azrael. With Batman devastated by his shattered identity and with little left to lose, there may be nothing left to stop him from abandoning his code and resorting to one unthinkable, desperate measure. Now, I'll say this series has been really good. Sean Murphy has created this fun, out of continuity universe that we've never seen before. Ideas of the Joker becoming sane, Harley Quinn and her secret, and the secret of Batman and Bruce Wayne that shocks the foundation of Batman's core. And I say this with much respect, Sean Murphy. I love your work. The guy just knows what he's doing, and he's told me what he's planned for the third and possibly the fourth series. So I'm really excited. This is a Batman book you cannot miss. Unfortunately, this book has ended, so I do recommend, if you're really interested in it, pick up the trade. If not, you can find the single issues. Single issues are pretty fun to hunt down if you call your local comic book shops. But yeah, that's it. Next up, Black Panther number 22, written by Ta-Nehisi Coates, art by Daniel Acuna. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Wakanda Unbound Part 4, The God Killer Awakes. Najadaka's vast army nears Wakanda Prime on Earth, and now even the gods are despair of their chance against him. But Bast will not abandon her avatar, the Black Panther, even if she has to recruit an outsider to save him. The goddess makes an unexpected ally as the war grows desperate. Now, everything's been ramping up to these battles. Now, I will say this is part 4 of a 7-issue series. Now, I will say this, issue 25 will mark the end of Ta-Nehisi Coates' a run on Black Panther. He's been writing Black Panther, I believe, like 5 years, and he's done so much work, and he's been leading to this Wakanda empire in space. He's done this, and you know what? I respect the guy. He went out there. He's like, I got a plan for Black Panther for the next few years. This is my plan. This is how I'm gonna end, and I really can't wait. But yeah, hard to jump on because this is your middle point. This is like your middle point, so you need to pick up 22 is part 4, 21, 20, 19. 19 is your jumping on point. If not, that's it. It's going to be hard to jump on Black Panther. Next up, there's a lot of books, so I'm trying to do this as fast as possible so you guys don't have to hear me ramble as much. But of course, I'll ramble. Detective Comics 1021, written by Peter J. Tomasi, art by Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Ugly Heart Part 2. Two-Face has returned, and his Church of the Two has grown into one of the most dangerous and destructive cults Gotham City has ever seen. So why is the only person trying to kill Two-Face his own alter ego, Harvey Dent? Batman at last has found hope of a permanent cure for his friend's evil split personality, but if there's hope of ridding the world of the dreaded Two-Face for good, Bruce and Harvey must team up to beat back the bad. Now, this is part 2 of a 5-issue series of storyline. I mean, not series, and it's interesting because it's the way Peter J. Tomasi left off the character for Two-Face, and it's continuing on how he survived. Spoilers: the bullet to the head. Because originally they did call off Two-Face, and then last issue, which shows a pretty cool image, that the bullet is just stuck in his brain. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, but this story arc is really cool. Peter J. Tomasi knows how to write Batman, so I like it. I like his Batman. It's always quick, easy, fun stories. And yeah, I'm really excited, so pick it up. Pick up issue 1020 when you're at the comic book shop. Next up, Falcon and Winter Soldier number 2, written by Derek Landy, art by Federico Vincentini. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes are on a mission to identify and stop the next leader of Hydra. To do so, they've got to make their way from one end of a high-speed train to another, and every carriage is filled with assassins. 8 carriages, 8 kinds of killers, all aboard. Now, this is part 2 of a 5-issue miniseries that we're getting, because it's kind of it's a team up between them, because also the show is coming out, Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier, that's coming out like in August, so they're preparing that. But you know what, I like Bucky, I like Sam, and you know what, having a book with them, two former Captain America's join forces to find the last remnants of Hydra, even though Punisher did that in Matthew Rosenberg's run. I don't know. Continuity is not always correct in Marvel. We just create our own continuity. But yeah, this is a fun book. I read issue 1. I didn't mention issue 1 when I did the books, when this book came out. But I got on my pull list. I'm like, it's already here. I may as well buy it. And if I don't like it, I can always, not keep it. But yeah, I liked it. And I like it. It's pretty down to earth with how Bucky and Sam would react. Next up, but yeah, pick up issue 1 and 2. So to know what's going on with that book. The Flash 752, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Howard Porter. Oh, Howard Porter's doing art. Yes, I love his art style. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Exiled outside time and space, in Paradox's realm, the Scarlet Speedster is confronted by ghosts from his past. Meanwhile, Iris discovers the one person who may help the Flash defeat Paradox, and it's not anyone Barry Allen would ever ask for help. Will they be able to find where or when this unlikely ally is hiding before it's too late? Now, this is part 3 of a... No, technically this is 3 of a... Yeah, this is part 3, because issue 750 was the part 1, part 2 was 751, and this is part 3. And then we're going to get an interlude and then a new story arc. I'm going to say part 4 because it's much, much easier, but like... Issue 88 was the reveal of Paradox, his origin, and the big bad we got teased at the end of Flash War. So yes, this is everything Joshua Williamson has been building up since issue 50, and oh my god, I am excited. What's Paradox gonna do to destroy the Flash? Like, bruh, Barry cannot just defeat this guy. Joshua Williamson, you got something up your hand. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, but I'm really excited. Unfortunately, if you want to read Flash, you could do that, but I would wait till the new story arc, or if you want, just pick up issue 751 and then 752. Well, you can also pick up issue 750, because 750 is like a whole collection of 80 years of Flash history, like in one book. That's really nice. So wrapped up in a bow. Wrapped in a bow. But yeah, moving on. Next up, Giant Size X-Men Nightcrawler #1, written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Alan Davis. The price is $4.99, and this is a description of the book. Hickman and Davis hunt the Xavier School. Superstar writer John Hickman teams with legendary artist Alan Davis from X-Men, Excalibur, and Avengers for an eerie tale of adventure. When the X-Men lose contact with Grey Muck habitat, it falls to Nightcrawler to lead a mission into the unknown. Now, this is a one-off story of Nightcrawler. Now, I will say this, anything Jonathan Hickman is writing is going to be important or essential to his X-Men story arc he's building. Also, there's going to be a tie-in series with all the books called Swords of X, which all the books apparently are going to be connected, so I'm going to have to pick up every X-Men title, which I don't, because I just want to read a certain amount, but I'm like, if I'm going to read that, I want to read everything. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited because Jonathan Hickman, he knows how to write characters. He loves X-Men. That's why he's grabbing them. And the thing is, John Hickman, it's going to be his... we're not going to see his reveal until like the last few issues of X-Men, and we're like, oh my god. This is everything that's been building up. I see all the clues all building up to this great moment. But yeah, I'm really excited for this John Hickman. I love it. I love his work. And I pulled off the thing. Oh god, I don't even know where this is. Okay. Immortal Hulk number 33, written by Al Ewing, art by Joe Bennett. The price is $5.99, and this is the description of the book, celebrating the 750 issues of the Incredible Hulk. Trademark. Something is wrong. Something has compromised the simulacron. Extra size Hulk smash in action. Trademark. Banner is refusing to yield. Something is wrong. Place entered through the thoughtful man. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. So yeah, that's the description of the book. So this is kind of like part 5 of the story. It's also a celebration to Hulk being issue, for Hulk being 750 issues of a comic, which Flash, Wonder Woman has just come by. Not many comics get to reach to 750, so it's kind of like a good milestone. I like it. Also, it's $5.99, so this better be a really goddamn book. Oh, what the heck's going on with my light? It got darker. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I think this is part 5 of the story. I really don't know. Okay, I see where it's gonna lead to. So this is ending the Zenmu arc. So yeah, next issue, pick up the next issue, or I'll let you know if the next issue is pretty good. Next up, Jessica Jones Blind Spot number 6, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Marco Takari. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. In the aftermath of a brutal investigation, Jessica reunites with her family for a much-needed break. Since Jessica Jones and Luke Cage got married, there's been nothing they could have handled together, but that's about to change. Yes, this is the finale to the Jessica Jones Blind Spot story. It was a 6-issue miniseries. Now, this was a digital exclusive, and then it got pretty popular, and then they said we'll put it on the physical. Now, I will say this is not for kids. It has a parental warning advisory sticker on the book, so. And also, Jessica Jones is not a kid-friendly character. I will say that she is definitely not for kids. So, she's been through some stuff. Next up, John Constantine Hellblazer number 5, written by Simon Spurrier, art by Matias Bergara. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. John Constantine has been named the one true Mage Lord of all England. Please pray for England. Now, this is part 2 of a story arc. I don't know if this is ending, because the way the description for the next book, I don't know how it's going to go. But for the most part, John Constantine, it's interesting. He's back to who he is. I will say this. He's back to being what he is best. A backstabber, a drunk, a bastard, so on and so forth. And you know what? I like it. And John, it's just Hellblazer being what Hellblazer is. And it's really good. I will say this is under the Sandman universe, under the Black Label book. It's a little bit more darker. It's not your kid-friendly John Constantine that we got in New 52. This is the John Constantine we got in Hellblazer back when he used to age in real time. So, yeah. Next up, Justice League Dark number 21, written by Ram V, art by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Rod and Roll, Wonder Woman, Detective Chimp, and special guest star Animal fend off a horde of monstrous rot-infected creatures, but risk contamination with every soul they save. Meanwhile, Zatanna and Constantine discover the secret of the Parliament in an estranged ally's dream, but there they find no lullabies, only nightmares. Now, this is part 2 of a 4-issue story arc. Now, I will say this, James Tynion? Yeah, Tynion the Fourth, or Tynion, there's a lot of ways to pronounce his last name. He left the book momentarily, so he said he'll be back for this book, but Ram V he's going to take over the next few issues or few story arcs, however long it takes for James Tynion IV to write Batman, because he's currently writing Batman. And he just finished Year of the Villain. So James Tynion has been just everywhere. He's also written the great book Something is Killing Children, which I do recommend picking up the trade. So yeah, I'm interested in it. Animal Man, I like Animal Man. He's back finally, and yes, so this is really good. It's a good jumping off point. Last issue 20, that's like your perfect jumping off point. If you never read Just League Dark, you're like, oh, 20, boom, get it. 2021, you're gonna have a good time. Next up, Legion of Superheroes number 5, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Ryan Suck. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. DC's far-flung future is happening right now. With the secret of John Kent revealed, the Legion of Superheroes is united to save New Earth from those who would destroy it. While Aquaman's lost trident be the key to New Earth's demise. Plus, Mon-El comes clean about his connection to John and Cosmic Boy and Pharaoh Lad to find out they both have a crush on the same Legionnaire. Oh, teen drama. Great. Okay, but is this good? Is this a good jumping on point? No, because I do believe this is a 6-story arc. I really don't know. I really don't know where Brian Michael Bendis is leading to this. I mean, it's a team, and Brian Michael Bendis knows how to write teen characters somewhat. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even remember what happened last few issues. I'm only picking it up because I like the cartoon show, and yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not really hyped for what Brian Michael Bendis writes. So yeah, I mean, if it gets better, I'll be more excited. But maybe this issue will help me. I don't know, or maybe the next arc will be more interesting. But yeah, next up. Marvel's Avengers Black Widow number 1, written by Christos Cage, art by Michelle Bandini. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The super spy stars in the final adventure before the launch of Marvel's Avengers. Former Russian spy Natasha Romanoff has joined S.H.I.E.L.D., but when a specter from her past resurfaces, where do her loyalties really lie? And what is the source of her deadly feud with the villainous Taskmaster? Solve the mystery in this adventure leading up to the upcoming Marvel's Avengers video game, as we explore a key episode from the dramatic saga of the woman called Black Widow. Now, so yes, technically the game was supposed to come out in May, so since the game is delayed, the book is just like is there. So each book we got one from Black Widow, Thor, Iron Man, Cap, Hulk. Yeah, all those 5 Avengers. No Hawkeye. No love for Hawkeye. Really? You got everyone except Hawkeye. Man, really, no respect for Hawkeye. I love archers. But yeah. So far they've been really good. I haven't read last week's Captain America. I'm behind. Cuz the whole virus thing that's been going on in Chicago, we just had our lockdown recently. So yeah, things are getting serious here. I have to work overtime for my actual job. I do this for fun, so yeah, fun times. I'm not complaining I have a job, but yeah, it's I have a job still, so yeah, I'm very fortunate at the moment, so I'm not gonna complain about that. But next up is Punisher Soviet number 6, written by Garth Ennis, art by Jason Burrows. The price is $3.99 is the description of the book. The soul-chilling end of Punisher Soviet is here. Frank and Vel have fought side by side not only a Russian mob, but also against the tide of history, and these issues will make you see the Punisher and possibly the world differently than you do now. So, this is the end of a 6-issue miniseries of Punisher Soviet. Now, I will say this Punisher Soviet is not for kids, because the art that's drawn on this, oh my god, I was like, oh, the stuff they do to some of these poor soldiers in the book, oh my god. It's not really I will say this is not really a Punisher book, it's more of this guy named Val. It's more of his story, but just Punisher just being here, because he gets blaming like, the Punisher is in Russia, and he's like, No, I'm not. Like, I'll if I killed him, I'll accept the killing. Like, of course, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I killed this guy. I have no shame in it. So he wants to go investigate. He's like, no. I was like, oh no, I've been killing him. I don't know why they call the Punisher. I just do it as you do. We've both been trained as army soldiers, so yeah. Next up, we're gonna go to the next book. Go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more books. It's like 1:22 in the morning, so I'm very tired. Oh, very tired. Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider #4, written by Dennis Holliam, art by Scott Hepram. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Cosmic Ghost Rider's soul hangs in the balance, lost to the ravages of space. Will Cammy be able to draw her claw back to the Cosmic Ghost Rider in time to keep him from making a deal with the devil? Or will Cosmic Ghost Rider damn the whole galaxy to hell to get what he wants? Now, this is part 4 of the story arc. Well, technically not. Yeah, part 4 of a 5-issue miniseries about Cosmic Ghost Rider. To be honest, Cosmic Ghost Rider, I liked it when he first began, and now he's just everywhere. Just like the Batman Who Laughs. Now, you gotta do characters like these, but don't have him appear in everything, because Donny Cates had him, and then he appeared in his Guardians run, and then he had his miniseries, and then he had he was in Thanos Wins, he was in the Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries, and then he was in Guardians, and then History of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and then he's in this. I'm like, I haven't had a stopper for this, and God knows how long. But yeah, so far it's been pretty good. It's just like him and a girl, just like he's saying, don't kill. You kill, you're not gonna be innocent anymore. You don't want that on your soul. Trust me, I've done some stuff. So yeah, it's interesting, but you don't need to pick it up. You can pick up the trade, or you could read the Thanos Wins arc by Donny Cates, or you could read the 5-issue miniseries of Cosmic Ghost Rider. So yeah, where he carries Baby Thanos, and Baby Thanos becomes Punisher. Oh, dude, that was so cool, man. All right. Next up, Road to Empire, the Kree-Skrull War #1, written by Robbie Thompson, art by Javier Rodriguez. Oh, dude, I paused so badly. And art by Mattia de Lulis. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Empire's coming. The build-up to Marvel's massive event series of the spring begins here, but in actuality, it began a millennia ago with a challenge on the moon. In the wake of incoming, everything has changed for the Kree and the Skrulls, and out of the cold on Earth, the Warner family from Meet the Skrulls need to work out what has happened and what it means for the future of their family and their race. And that means educating the kids on just how the Kree and Skrulls first went to war. Now, so yeah, this is the kind of like prelude to the Empire event. We're getting to the spring. I really don't know. The thing about Marvel is they just do event after event after event after event. I am really running out on event fumes. DC's not running on events right now. They have just their titles right now. There's no big event at the moment. There's not like Dark Knight's Metal. Dark Knight's Metal was an event that was done really good. Marvel needs to learn from DC how to do events. And yeah, that's all I got to say for Marvel. I mean, I'll still pick it up because I mentioned this Road to Empire because it sounds really cool. But yeah, it's only a one-off issue, so if you don't want to pick it up, it's fine. Next up. Okay. Suicide Squad #4, written by Tom Taylor, art by Daniel Semperi. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. With the chaos of Task Force X's first mission behind her, Dr. Holly Quinzel launches a psychological investigation into the current residents of Belle Rev. And when the infamous Harley Quinn is worried about something someone else's mental health, you know there's a problem. What does Deadshot know about the machinations of their deadly new teammates, the Revolutionaries? Who are the Revolutionaries? Where did they come from? And why do they hate superheroes so much? Careful, Harley. Sometimes when you dig too deep, the monsters come crawling out. Now, so the last 3 issues were just an introduction to a few new characters to Suicide Squad. Also, it's just a 3 issue mini arc. But yeah, this is the aftermath of that, and Harley Quinn's like, I need to poke around because something's happening, and I'm just a curious person, so I'm just gonna poke here, poke here, poke here. So Tom Taylor, the guy who wrote Injustice, the guy who's wrote Earth 2, the guy who wrote Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I like the later half of it. The beginning half of it was kind of like, but it got a little bit better after it. Now, yeah, pick it up. I like it. It's pretty good. Really good, actually. Now, I really can't wait for this book. Transformers versus Terminator #1, written by David Mariotti, art by Alex Milne. The price is $4.99, and this is a description of the book. It's Skynet versus Cybertron in a crossover for the ages. 1984, when a deadly race of machines emerged from another time, will a robotic guardian be able to protect the Earth from a dire future? Or will the T-800 fail in his mission to prevent the world from becoming a plaything to the Decepticons? Now, I love Transformers, I love Terminator, and it's just two worlds colliding, and the cover looks really cool. I'm pointing at it even though it probably disappear when I finish the description. But yeah, this is a 4-part miniseries of Transformers vs. Terminator. I mean, two robots. Good guys versus bad guys versus, well, good guys versus robots versus Decepticons? I don't know. I'm interested in it. I mean, you can't really beat it. It's my childhood in a bowl right here. A childhood in a book. Okay, next up is Wolverine #2, written by Benjamin Percy, art by Adam Kubert. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The worst is back. Wolverine has never been one to back down from a fight, not even a combined assault from Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, and Dr. Cornelius. But the Flower Cartel might have enlisted his worst and greatest foe, Logan himself. Now, this is part 2 of a story arc. So now, after the first issue left off, we're like, what? What is going on? We got 2 stories in one book. Last issue, it was an oversized book. It's Wolverine's book since, I want to say 2014. He hasn't had a book since like 2014, so it's been about 6 years he didn't have a book, and it was like $7.99. I read it. I was like, oh, dude, this is so dope. We got 2 stories in one. So yeah, I say pick up issue 1 and issue 2 when you're at the comic book shop this Wednesday. Next up, Wonder Woman 754, written by Steve Orlando, art by V. Ken Marion. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Just when she thought her troubles were over, Wonder Woman is thrust into a new adventure that takes her out of the world. Princess Maxima, the former ruler of the planet Almerac, has crash landed on our hero's doorstep and is desperate for her help. Maxima's people are victims of a vicious lie, and only the truth she's discovered will set them free. With Wonder Woman by her side, can she retake her throne and bring back the planet's peaceful matriarchal society? Back on Earth, there's no peace, only War Master. The vengeful Villainous has obtained a weapon of mass destruction that can wipe out the Amazons for good. Now, this is part 1 of a new story arc, so yeah. After the last story arc, the way it ended, yeah, Wonder Woman has relocated. She's trying to earn the trust of the police in the new era she's in, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's been good. Steve Orlando has done a good job. I will give it that. Next up, X-Men number 9, written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Lionel Francis Yu. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Get ready to run. The New Mutants are back from space, and they've brought intergalactic trouble with them. The Brood, the Shi'ar, the Starjammers, the Imperial Guard. Now, this is part 2 of a story arc. Now, last issue, we're finally getting a more than one issue story. I think only issue 2 and 3, or 3 and 4 were just two-parters with the old ladies taking the plants from Krakoa, and then each issue after that was just politics, but cool politics. Magneto, he's like, oh, I planned for this. Like, I don't have to use my powers. Like, we planned for this. And then like the cult stuff we got. Oh my god, this is like we're getting stuff. Like you thought you weren't getting any information. No, you're getting like small bits of information, but like done very well. Now, I do suggest just pick up issue 8 when you're at the comic book shop, and then issue 9. Trust me, X-Men's really good, and I would say pick up from issue 1. But trust me, oh man, I'm way too excited for this book. There's a lot of good books now in this industry. Next up, X-Men / Fantastic Four number 3, written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Terry Dodson. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. A nation of mutants' lives is at stake while Franklin Richards makes a momentous decision. Will the Fantastic Four and the X-Men just stand by and allow it to happen? Now, this is part 3 of a 4-issue story miniseries. So if you didn't pick up issue 1, 2, you're kind of lost. But if you are interested, pick up those issues. Chip Zdarsky knows what he's doing, as always. With his Daredevil, with his Spider-Man, with his X-Men characters he's writing right now. It's good. I'm just tired. I just want to get this done. Then I gotta edit. Well, work and then edit. I gotta work on a Sunday, unfortunately. But yes, this is it. This is my podcast. Yes, I'm done. A lot of books, a lot of things. But I will say this, because the whole virus thing, I will put a link to the comic book shop. Well, I've always put a link to the comic book shop locator and the website I use for the comic books. To see what books you're interested in. Not about the books I talk about, but maybe something you don't want to read about superheroes. There are other books about everything else. But yeah, this has been my podcast. Like I said in the very beginning, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. It's at @ARandomNerd2016, all at the same handle, capital A, Random Nerd 2016. Yeah, that's my handle. Also, tell me what books you're excited for this week. Also, tell me how with everything going on, how has the virus affected you, and let me know. But yeah, if you have any questions about comic books, let me know on my Instagram or Twitter, or you can ask me on my YouTube comment. But yeah, have a good day, people. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye. And also, be safe and wash your hands. Be very cautious now. Take care.